Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am the OPJellicent, and we're back in Pokemon Showdown today for another Sun and Moon OU Showdown live, using this Mind Reuniclus set with leftovers Magic Guard. Got Psyshock and Shadow Ball, so it's a little bit weak to Tyranitar, but we have Mons that can deal with that. Specifically, this really cool Hoopa-Unbound set, if it wants to Pursuit Trap us. We have the Drain Punch, we have Darkinium Z Substitute, so the idea is just get a sub up and then go for the Black Hole Eclipse, and then you have this giant threat up behind a sub, so that's great. We have a Scarf Kelia right here. I prefer this over a Scarf Greninja, even though I use this set so often. Stone Edge is really just there for Volcarona. D-Dance Zardex with Earthquake just to hit Heatran. Can really sweep through teams if you can weaken the defensive Landorus T's on it. Ours has HPS. I might make this Stone Edge too if Mega Pinsir becomes a problem, but I think our defensive Zapdos should be able to handle Mega Pinsir just fine with the defog support, just because Zard doesn't appreciate hazards. So let's go ahead and find a match. I'm really hoping we don't find Stall. That would be kind of annoying. We find some Chandelure team, so let's go ahead and start right here. It's not an OLT player, which I am pretty happy about. I really like my sub Hoopa set in this match. I really don't want to deal with the Lopunny though, so I'm thinking that my Landorus is just an alright lead right here. The problem is I don't want to give the Bisharp and Defiant, but then again, if he does leave Bisharp, I definitely live a hit. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with our Landorus right here. Yo, that effect volume is so loud. I'm going to reduce that a little bit. I know we live one, so I'm just going to go right here for the Earthquake. He should not stand at all. He should just go like Zard. But he's actually just going to stand, let me do a ton of damage, and he's Rocks Bisharp. Okay, so he's like some defensive Rocks variant. I'll get up my Rocks here, not expecting him to go for, expecting that, because obviously we do outspeed. I'm going to try to outplay this. We're going to go for Stealth Rock again. And here I'll go for Earthquake to see what he wants to do. We get that right, so we're gonna have our Landorus all the way at full health right here, and we get the Bisharp down. So glad we could outplay those sucker punches right there. I like to attack usually on the 4th one. I know Blunder says the 6th, but if I took a knockoff right there and then he went for the sucker punch, our Lando would be really weakened for no reason. And that was a +1 threat, so a little bit annoying right here. He's gonna bring out his Azu. It could be Z Belly Drum, but we have what do we have for this that doesn't get 6-0'd? I mean, we have Zapdos. Do we outspeed you? We should outspeed you no matter what, and I know we can. I think we can take a +6 hit, so I'm just gonna go right here for the Earthquake, see what he wants to do. Even if he wants to knock me out, he's a special Azumarill. I remember that from one of Shady's old vids, but now that I know he's Scald for whatever reason, I'm gonna U-turn out. U-turning will bring him out of range to Belly Drum in case he's some random mixed set, and I'll just bring out my Reuniclus right here on another Scald, which is completely alright. And I'll just throw off a Psyshock. He doesn't have a switch in. He does have knockoff, which is interesting, but that's going to do nothing since he's mixed. And this should, yeah, that's going to do a good amount. He does get lefties back, which is unfortunate, but I know we can take the hit. So I'm going to go for Psyshock here again. I could start combining up, but there's really no point in letting the Chandelure come in for no reason. So, interesting match. I'm in the 1400s, so I'm not sure why we're, like 1400s isn't high, but, like, I'm not sure why we're finding this, but Zard is obviously a threat. He can't get rid of the hazards anymore, which is important. This para could be annoying, I guess. We do still have our sub Darkinium Z Hoopa on the back, in case we want to risk a speed tie with the Chandelure, assuming it's not Choice Scarf. And Zapdos is a really great response to the Lopunny, and I'm hoping it's not Zard Y. He does bring out the Zard. Let's see what he does. I'm just going to sack off my Lando. I think it doesn't have much use, and if this is Zard X and he starts to Dragon Dance up, that could be a problem. But then again, we don't really answer it either way, so I think I'm just going to stand in Psyshock. I don't know, this is tough because, yeah, I'm just going to stand in Psyshock. He is Y, so we'll see if we live this Fire Blast right now. Flamethrower is actually going to end up knocking us out, so that's unfortunate, but we do know he's really weakened now, so what I can do here is... not sure, I actually want to make the Surf Kelia, not Hydro Pump. Surf. Because Hydro Pump I know will miss, so... I'll go ahead and check what this is right here. If I go Keldeo, I know he'll go Seismitoad, but that's alright. What I'll do here is bring out my... This is a threat. I'm going to bring out my Keldeo right here. I know he's going Toad. I could act on it. I'm just going to go right here for the Stone Edge, as we do connect, so great. That's going to knock that thing out, and we still have our Dragon Dance Zard X on the back, which is great too. Out comes the Toad. This could be Cursed Toad, I guess. But we do have our... Yeah, he's just going to forfeit the match. So that outplaying with the Buzz Sharp in the first few turns was really big. We got that Earthquake turn, right? And that really worked out for us. So we'll see what we get this time. We get this pretty balanced looking team right here. It could be Banded Zygarde, but I kind of like my Sub Hoopa as a lead. Just because I think he might lead off with Mew and be threatened out. Not sure. But if he leads off with something like the Zygarde or the Tangrowth, I really don't want to take a knockoff with anything, so I think my best bet is just to lead off with my Landorus again and see what he wants to do. He does lead off with a Mew, so that's unfortunate. What I'll do here is just pivot out into my Zapdos, as we do take the Will-O-Wisp really nicely, and what I'll do here is just go for a Discharge. Could get up his rocks, I wouldn't really mind. We do have a Roost, I think. Yeah, we're no HP Ice, just because I don't think it's... Landorus is the biggest problem, as we do get the Para turn that turn, so that's great. Not sure if he would go for another Wisp right here. I don't feel as the going Hoopa is even worth it at all. I'm just going to go right here for a Defog on potentially a Zygarde switch or a Lottie switch, whatever he wants to make, but this is a great answer to like his Magearna too. He does go for a Roost, so that's alright. And what I'll do here is just throw off a Discharge. As he gets up rocks, unfortunately, so what I'll do here is I'll just Defog. I know he has more rocks than we do Defogs, but what I'm hoping happens here is I go... He actually switches out into his Lottie, which is completely alright. Let's see what he decides to do. I could just stay in, but I really don't want to take a Draco Meteor, but we don't have the best switch-ins. I could go Reuniclus, but we're Spadaf, not defensive. But if he's going for Draco, it's a great response anyway. He goes for Trick, which is interesting. He tricks me a Scarf, which is completely alright. I'll go Scarf myself into Shadow Ball right here. He goes into Mew. This might 2-hit KO. It's not going to 2-hit KO, unfortunately. What I'll do here is go out into my Hoopa on the rocks. He should know I'm Magic Guard, and there's no point in Will-O-Wisping right now. He switches out into his Greninja, so that's annoying because he could U-turn out right here. Not sure what set he is, but I'm just going to go directly out into my Keldeo. Probably on a U-turn if he's Scarf. If he's Ash Greninja, he'll go for like a Dark Pulse or something, which is totally alright. We'll see what he wants to do. But what I'm trying to do here is get my Hoopa behind a Sub and then go for that Darkinium Z. So I'm definitely not staying in here. I could go Zard. Honestly, I think Zard is the best play all around, just because we can start Dragon Dancing up, and our no item gets knocked off. So probably he actually tricked us our Scarf, so I know he can't outspeed us with that now. I'm going to go right here for the Dragon Dance, as he actually goes out into his Mew, so I'm pretty sure we knock this out at +1. I'll go ahead and go for a Flare Blitz right here. And we might be good to go, not sure if Banded Zygarde's Extreme Speed does anything, but he probably expected me to be Zard Y and just wanted to sack this thing off, but this is totally alright. I'll Mega Evolve here and go for a Flare Blitz. It'll probably knock this guy out, as it does this, it does that, so... we'll see if he Scarf Greninja right now, whether E-Speed knocks us out. It really just depends on what he has right here. I want to calc whether Magearna takes an Earthquake or whether I have to go for Flare Blitz though. He goes out into this. Let's see, he went out into Tangrowth, so if he's Shift Gear, and I go Zard... Can't type in Zard, I have to type in Charizard. A +1 Earthquake does 96 to 113, so we'll take that. I'll go right here for Flare Blitz. It's going to do a lot, it's just going to knock him out, as he takes an hour in range of the Extreme Speed, definitely, but that's totally alright. You know what, in fact, I'm just going to switch out here into my Landorus, just preserving this for the Magearna. We take that, and this is just going to allow me to get up my Stealth Rock. I don't know whether it's banded or not, we can calc it. Landorus, I'm just going to take the custom set, because I did import it, against Zygarde. If he was banded, he would have done a lot more at -1, so it's probably Scarf Zygarde. Brings out his Lottie right here. Once again, I'm just going to go out into my Reuniclus right here. As he defogs those hazards away, which is totally alright. And what I'll do here is just go right for a Shadow Ball. I could go Hoopa, but I'm not sure what his play is going to be. Is Magearna looking like a threat? How do I beat that? I honestly don't want Magearna coming in for no reason. I'm going to go Zard here and see what he wants to do. Because if he goes Magearna, that's alright. I don't want that thing setting up, basically. I'm pretty sure my Keldeo outspeeds that at +1. We do catch the Magearna, so Great. He's not going to be, unless he Scarf Magirna and knocks me out, which would be totally alright right here. He's not going to be able to do anything. I'll just go right for I guess I'll go for the Earthquake. He goes Lottie, which is an interesting play, because I really wouldn't expect that. What I'll do here is just go for a Flare Blitz, I think. It looks fine. Yeah. And even if he knocks me out, which is totally alright, I'll go out to Hoopa right here. And I'll go for that Substitute. If he's HP Bug, that would suck, but he's going to switch out, as I would expect. And we're going to be able to get up a nice Substitute right here. As now what I can do is just go for the Black Hole Eclipse. Not sure if it'll knock him out or not, doubt it will. It might, I might be underestimating Hoopa right here. Gone. Yeah, that thing is so dead, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Unfortunately, we're not behind a sub, because the Hoopa, his Zygarde obviously did outspeed us, but that's completely alright. He's going to bring out his Magirna right here. I'll go right for a Drain Punch to see what he wants to do. If he goes for, he has to Flare Cannon to knock me out, and he doesn't outspeed me unless he's Scarf. And once again, if he is Scarf, that's not a problem at all. So we're gonna Drain Punch right here, do a good amount, get up back to a good amount of health as he goes for the Shift Gear, which is not gonna end up mattering because he's not gonna. He can only OHKO me with Flare Cannon basically. If he's Shift Gear Combine, that won't matter here. Let's see what this is. All Out Pummeling. We should live this. Yeah, we live that pretty easily, and that's going to put this thing into range of my Keldeo Secret Sword. And we probably live something too. He has to go for Flare Cannon here. He has to, basically. I could Hyperspace Fury in case he wants to choke, I guess, and go Lottie. Goes for Focus Blast, that's alright. This is going to do a good amount. It's not going to knock him out, but Drain Punch wasn't going to either, so... Yeah, actually, was Drain Punch going to? Or, yeah, no, it wouldn't have. What I can do here is just go for a Drain Punch. Goes for the T-Bolt, I'll go this mon, and I'll just go right for a Scald. A Burn on Lottie would be nice. That's going to knock that guy out. And we might be good to go. Lottie is going to come out. I know I can go directly into my... I just need some damage on this, basically. So what I'll do here is go out into my Zapdos, I think. No, Zapdos, I want to free switch into Zapdos. I'll go Reuniclus. On the Draco, which is going to crit me, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. I'll go right here for a Scarfed Shadow Ball. He knows I'm Scarfed, so I don't even know if I would. Yeah, we definitely don't. Reuniclus is so slow. He's actually not going to knock me out with that, so I don't know why he did that. We're going to be able to get a Shadow Ball off. Yeah, he stole my leftovers earlier, which is totally alright. So we might get the damage off that we need now, and I'll just go right here into my Landorus. I'll go right here for a U-turn. I know we live anything. And U-turn will put this guy into range of my Scarf Keldeo to win the game. And it should also be alright with my... Yeah, he has to go Greninja. So we'll U-turn out. I'll go directly out here into my Keldeo. I'll go right here for a Secret Sword. If you Scarf Protein Extra Sensory, then you got me, I guess, but I wouldn't really expect that. And we should be able to 1v1 the Lottie back there with no problem. So if he's not... Lottie should be 2-hit KO'd from the range of Zap, I think, too, which is great. If it's not, then I'll just switch out into my Zapdos and then go Lando after that, and it'll be forced to sack this. So we should be fine right here. I'll start the timer just because this guy's taking a while. Let's meet Calc against the Lottie. Keldeo, custom set against the Latios. It's getting leftovers, so it might not actually 2-hit KO. Secret Sword does a good amount. Not sure what he's thinking about right here. I don't like his name. She's pretty much forced... I could go for Stone Edge. How much does Stone Edge do to Lottie? Even less. Okay, so I'll go here for Secret Sword. And that should... that looks good to me, I think. Because... even if Lottie isn't 2-hit KO'd, I go Zapdos on... I don't know if Psychic 2-hit KOs Zapdos. If it does, that could be annoying. I'll probably go Lando, if anything, because Lando... because Zapdos can 1v1 the rest of his team. But he's really thinking this through. I think he has to go Lottie here. Yeah, he's going to go Lottie. We'll see how much this does. Does 30. I could stay in, too. That's always a play. But no, there's no reason. Because I'll just lose to the Greninja if he flinches me down, so... the question is, what's my play, then? Is Lando the play? I think Lando is the play. As he actually misses a Draco, so we might be fine. Because unless he has to be either Soul Dew or Life Orb to even like knock me out. He's not even Soul Dew or Life Orb, so we just go Keldeo right here, and that's going to be the match because it's Zapdos 1v1s. He had to connect that, and even if he did connect that first Draco, I literally just went out into Zapdos right there, and we would have been fine. Wow, it's pretty low on the ladder, actually. Yeah, we're back in the 1400s now, which is great, but I didn't know I was that low. So we'll find another one right here. Let's see what we get. We found a Fortress Tentacruel team, so dual Rapid Spin Core kind of thing going on here. What can I set up a sub on? Maybe the Tentacruel. Yeah, I can definitely set up a sub on Tentacruel. And then, I mean, he's probably going to lead off with this team too. I can sweep with Zard pretty easily. Just looking at the matchup. Hoping that's not Scarf Chomp, but I want Rocks up right away. He leads off with this. Not sure what's up. Unless he's Life Orb, we live in HP. And I'm going to go right here for the Rocks. Yeah, we do live that. So I feel as though Rocks are more worth it than going for the Knockout. Obviously, we do play around with his... we saw Life Orb. Oh, we actually live a Life Orb boosted one. Okay. I'll go right here for the Earthquake. He's going to knock me out with Dazzling Gleam. Interesting tech. Really, you don't see Dazzling Gleam a lot, but now I know he's not Scarf, which is great. What I'll do here is just bring out my... I could honestly bring out Zardens to win, but if this thing is Scarf, then it's just gonna revenge kill me. So I'll just go out into my... I really don't have a way to revenge kill this. I'll go Zapdos. And I'll just click Roost. I'm kind of hoping he just starts clicking T-Bolt. We are defensive, not Spit F. That does way too much. We can take one more though. And what I'll do here is just go right for a Roost again. That's still doing a lot. That did even more than last time, I think. Yeah, that was a high roll. So he could knock me out now, but that's not what matters. And what matters is that he's in range of my Keldeo. So I'm going to wait for a second because I don't want him to know right away that I'm Scarf Keldeo. So we'll see what he wants to do right here. I'm just going to go Red Jerk that into Keldeo. I know I'm doing that, but I don't want him to know right away. So I'll go Keldeo now. I'm hoping he thinks that I'm bluffing the Scarf and that I'm not actually Scarf when we knock him out with the Surf right here. But if he's a good player, he's actually going to just let me knock him out, so... Yeah, great. It's a good thing I waited right there. If I just went hard Keldeo, the Scarf would have been super obvious. He's definitely getting rid of these hazards right here too. Which I guess sucks, but I'll go right here into my Hoopa on the Rapid Spin. And I'll go for a Substitute. He should expect a Psychic type move. He actually stays in. Let's see what he went for Skull. Does that break? That does break. Because I have a crit. I'm assuming that crit mattered, actually. I'll go for Sub again. Yeah, we actually take it this time. And what I'll do here is just go for the Black Hole Eclipse. Do a good amount to anything. I knew that first crit mattered. That could blow later. We actually crit him back, so great. We're a Hoopa behind a Sub now. I mean, it kind of makes up for it, I guess. I'll go right here for the... He's definitely going for Mach Punches. Or Bullet Seeds, who knows. I want to go for Gunk Shot and knock him out. We'll Calc right here if Drain Punch will give me a good amount of health back. Against the Breloom. Some Attacker. Gunk Shot does Oko, Drain Punch does nothing. I'm just gonna really hope we connect this. As we do, so that's gonna bring him down to Sash. Which is nice. Can we poison? We don't, so he's gonna knock me out with Bullet Seed if he gets enough hits. He actually doesn't. But I know a Mach Punch is coming out right now, so I'm just gonna go here into that Zard. On that. Probably has a Rock Tomb. So I'll go out into Reuniclus on this. Or I could just Mega and stay in, but it's really not worth. I'll just go Reuniclus on the Rock Tomb, I think. On Mach Punch, which is interesting. If that's his only play, then I'm just gonna go directly out into my... this. I'll Mega Evolve here, go for Dragon Dance. Or actually, I think not Mega and Dragon Dancing is the play. Yeah, because we still resist this. And now I'll just go right here for the non-Mega Dragon Claw, I think. Yeah, that's going to do a good amount, but I'll Dragon Claw that thing out of there. Our Zard is really weakened right now, which sucks, but if it's not Scarf Garchomp, we might be fine. He goes out into his own Zard, I'll definitely Dragon Claw you. No matter what type of Zard you are. You're not, I don't think you're not going to take this well at all. You might die. Yeah, he just drops. So great, probably not Scarf Chomp then, so I know that. Goes Fortress. I could try to go for game right here. Not sure if he has the Earthquake. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go for our own Earthquake right here. See if we live anything, then we should be fine. He goes for the Gyro Ball, which knocks me out, so I should have Flare Blitzed. But it's alright. I'll go here into my Reuniclus. And I think this is where we just clean with Mind Reuniclus. He can't. Yeah, that was pretty poor. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything, and he should just forfeit right here, acknowledging that that's the match. Unless he crits me with Chomp, which would suck. I'll do it right here for the Psyshock. Not sure if Outrage will 2-hit KO me. That's definitely not 2-hit KOing me. That does way too much. I'll just click it again. We should live this easily. Yeah, we're fine. And that's going to be the game. Mind Reuniclus is going to clean the match. Unless he's just going to forfeit the match. So we're picking up some wins with this team, which is great, because I kind of threw it together right before. I really like the look of it, though. I love the sub Darkinium Z Hoopa. That's a really cool set, in my opinion. You could go sub Psychinium Z. Psychicium Z, I think it's called. I don't remember. We found Rain, and this team is really weak to Rain. Our only response to Swampert is our Keldeo. And Hawlucha is a big threat, so I have to keep Lando healthy. I'm just going to lead off here with my... Oh, it's Empo and Eloden. I battled Empo yesterday. So what I'll do here is just lead off with my Reuniclus, I think. Going for Rex. Is there a suspect test going on? I doubt it. Maybe for OLT, I don't know. But what I'm going to do here is just lead off with my... Zard honestly just wins, so I'm just going to lead off with Reuniclus. On Coco, which is not the lead I wanted, to say the least, but it's alright. What I'll do here is just go for a Psyshock. Maybe on Ferrothorn if he wants to start spike stacking. He actually goes Pelipper, which is totally alright with me. I'll just go right here for my own recover. Probably on his Swampert. He actually goes Kingdra. So this is gonna hurt. I know I don't even have a switch in, which sucks. Yo, we actually get 6-0'd by this. What? I know what we do. We go for the Psyshock. We live this. Bring that guy down. Sack this mon off. Go Keldeo. And we'll just throw off the Secret Sword. We should live one Draco Meteor. Not sure if he would bother switching out here, I guess I would say. Weird, that actually 2-hit kills. We need this to kill. As actually we don't. That's rough. We just sack this mon off. And we just have to sack off two. Actually, Zapdos might live a hit. This team just has a really bad rain matchup. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Kingdra, but it's really not looking good. This team just has a trash rain matchup. We're gonna get swept by Swampert, so I don't even know if it's worth playing it out, but we'll see right here. I actually did beat Empo yesterday. I think like 3-0. This is alright. You know what? Actually, knock me out. I'll go Zard here. And I'll just try to set up and win, I think. I don't see why not. I'll go right here for the Dragon Dance. Wait, no, I have to Mega on Dragon Dance. If he Waterfalls, that would be actually a bad play. Swampert has defense, I guess, but it might actually 1v1 me. I'm not really sure at all. But without the rain, I doubt he 2-hit KOs me. I'm kind of hoping he switches here and just chokes. Or I'm hoping he switches expecting me to be Zard Y. That would be great. He does. So, we'll go right here for a nice and Dragon Dance. I'll go for another Dragon Dance. And I think we just sweep him. Does Swampert die to +2 Dragon Dance? Swampert, yo, it has defense. Charizard. Dragon Claw at +2, it looks like it does it. It might do it, I don't know. I'll go for it anyway. Because we knock him out, so great. And I think we just beat Empo again. This set is actually the best. I don't think he can, I think he just gets swept. I will Flare Blitz you. Get that thing out of there. We take a ton of damage. This might live, I'm not sure. I'll go right here for the... Do I need to Dragon Claw or do I need to Flare Blitz? Hoopa, Sub SD, not Citrus, +1 defense. Dragon Claw, it's a roll. What about without this 12 HP? I mean, it's really just like, if I don't go for this, do I lose? You know what, he's actually Scarf, which is so random. Who runs Scarf? It's alright though, we'll go Lando. So this just became a match again, when I really didn't expect it to. I'll just go right here for the Earthquake. Or, yo, actually this... Okay, I guess I have to HP Ice now. Okay, I guess HP Ice again. Low roll maybe? Nope. And that is, unless he misses this, or some, I don't know what can happen here. I'm gonna go for the I guess I go for Drain Hyperspace. That's just gonna be the match. So, we got reverse swept after nearly sweeping him, which is interesting, to say the least, but that's completely alright. If that was not Scarf Hoopa, we would have been fine. I probably could have tried Dragon Dancing up more on the Fairthorn, but then he probably could have lead sheeted me and it would have just been the same thing. What I'll do here is just lead off with my Psyshock is going to be clutch for the Chansey. Yeah, honestly, Mind Reuniclus just wins. Yeah, it actually just wins. You can try Discharge parrying me. I actually don't want to play around with that, but I feel like we just do it anyway. Oh wait, it has a Buzzable in the back. What am I doing? We don't sweep it, doesn't just win. Go for the Psyshock. On the Magearna. We can eat up some hits, so I'll just start firing off Shadow Balls. Is that Z? Fightinium Z? Twinkle Tackle. That crits and knocks me out. I bet we live that too. It's alright, I'll go here into my Zard. I'll just Dragon Nets, it looks like. Maybe? This is not a counter. Mega Evolve and Flare Blitz. Does this drop? No, it does not drop. It's a Toxic. Yes! Okay, so now what I'll do here is just go for a Dragon Claw. We needed that Toxic Miss, like... He crit me with Twinkle Tackle, so it's like, whatever, but... I'm curious, is that Twinkle... I'm not even gonna bother calcing it. I'm sure you dropped a Flare Blitz. You actually don't, and we're gonna probably drop here to a Heat Wave. But this is alright, what I'll do here is just bring out my Hoopa. I'll just go right here for a Hyperspace Fury. Glad I didn't stay in. He could go Buzzwole now if he wants. He goes Magearna, which I guess wants to go Fleur Cannon. Yeah, watch this play. I'm gonna sub up on the Fleur Cannon. Oh no, he already went for Twinkle Tackle. Yep, there's the sub on the Fleur Cannon. I'll go for the sub again. That's not breaking. And he has to go Buzzwole, unless he doesn't expect me to be... unless he expects me to be like a Zen Headbutt. He does go Buzzwole, which is interesting. I'll fire off my Black Hole Eclipse because it's really my only play. It's not going to do anything at all. Yeah, that 8. Goes for Release Life. That's actually going to give him some health back, which sucks. And now I'll go Landorus. He should expect it. But his safe play is just going for another Leech Life. He goes for Sub himself. Sub Bulk Up, maybe? That's alright, as long as I break her Sub by the time I'm out of here. Goes for Leech Life. He's just gonna wear herself down with Rocky Helmet. I'll go right here for a Hidden Power Ice. He's going for Focus Punch, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, that does 0. And we should be able to go for a Hidden Power here and just break the Sub. I could try U-turning out, I guess. If I really think U-turn will break the Sub, U-turning's the play. Yeah, we're gonna go for that. We actually catch the Tangrowth too, which is amazing. Because this allows me to bring in my Hoopa. For like, actually absolutely no reason. And I could just fire off a Gunk Shot. Yeah, that's gonna connect. We're gonna be able to knock that guy out. Which is great for my Keldeo in the back. Sub Hoopa really messed up his Magearna plans. This probably has like Stone Edge. But I really can't go switch out into anything. I'll just go right here for the Hyperspace Fury, hoping he goes for like Rocks. That's gonna knock me out. But now we go Keldeo, and we just go for a Surf. AV Magearna will eat this a little bit, not really. And now we just go Zapdos. I think he has to double actually. He goes for Fleur Cannon, which is going to do a good amount. But now we got a Discharge off, or actually a Heat Wave if you want. But no, Discharge is the play. And I think we win with our, he actually misses too, which is funny. I'll go right here for, actually I'll just Roost up. Yeah, he's just going to forfeit the match. We won at that point with Keldeo anyway, so that miss really didn't matter. Buzzwole was at like 50%, it was at 42, so I'll be able to drop to Surf anyway. And it would have just died to gotten 1v1'd by my Lando. We'll get one more before I end this one off. I really want to use the team one more time. See if Azardex can get a sweep. See if Mind Reuniclus. Oh, of course we got Dougie on our last one. Actually, Substitute Hoopa could be really clutch against Dougie. Might lead off with Dougie, heck, for all I know. He's actually 6-0'd by Zard if he can get rid of the Lando. So what I'll do is just lead off with my own Lando. He gets me with the Greninja lead. But I'll go Keldeo right here. Probably on a water move. On a taunt. So it's Protean. I'll go right here for Secret Sword. Can you? No, he's probably going to go Venusaur actually. I'm just going to double out into my Hoopa. If he doesn't go Venusaur, that would be a pretty bad play in my opinion. He actually goes Landorus, which is interesting because I could have easily surfed there. I'll go my own Lando now. So he goes for the U-turn, so at least we get that right. Him going he's gonna go back out into Greninja right here. I'll just go out into my Keldeo on the Ice Beam, which is fine as long as he doesn't freeze me. He doesn't, which is great, and I'll just go double into my Hoopa again. As he actually goes for Spike, so probably has a U-turn. I'll just go here into my Landorus on the U-turn, I'm assuming. As I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get at my rocks, because I'm just trying to sweep with Zard, which is my main goal. So as long as we get up rocks, I'm okay with if he gets up his. The only problem is our Zard is going to take like 3 billion when it comes in. I'll go right here for the HP Ice, because he probably does the same. He goes for knockoff, actually. And what I'll do here is just go for the HP Ice again. I really want to Earthquake, predicting something. I could actually just U-turn out. It's really not the biggest of deals if he stays in on a U-turn. We do catch a switch, which is great, because this is going to allow me to go out into my Zard. And I could just honestly Mega Evolve, and I might be able to Dragon Net sweep from here. I'm just going to... He actually stays in to Thunderbolt. So that's fine, because I knock you out with Earthquake now. I could try to close Earthquake here. He might, I'm hoping he doesn't go Lando, that would be bad. He actually just stays in, so we got that play right. He probably went for like a Fleur Cannon right there. If he went Lando and got the Intimidate off, he would have, that would have been a lot better for him, but he didn't, which is great. We'll see if this is, it's probably Aqua Jet Azumarill, which probably knocks me out. He goes Dugtrio. Let's go off Dugtrio. It's gonna knock me out. The Zapdos here. Go for a Heat Wave. How do we win? He goes into this. I know we can just discharge this. I know we just discharge this every time. I don't know what you're doing. We're defensive. He goes Dugtrio again. Probably has Rock Slide. I don't care. Let's go here for Heat Wave. What are you doing? That's not going to do anything. And now I just Roost up. Unless he crits me, which would suck, or high rolls. I don't know if that's a roll or not. But we can Roost up right there. We'll Roost up again. Roost up again. I think he's trying to sweep me with the Azumarill. Roost up here. Please don't crit me now. Watch him crit me on the last one. Mind Reuniclus can win too if we can get rid of the Greninja, which would be cool. Hey, that works. I'll just Roost here. He actually goes Azu, so I'll go right here for the Discharge. I don't know what you're doing. once again. Zapdos is an absolute tank. That's gonna do it. Just knock him out with a crit. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore before this guy says that crit mattered. Because knowing OLT players, he's not an OLT player, which I know, but like he's probably gonna say something mattered. Honestly, I kind of want the rocks gone now, because they really help. Actually, the problem is he has a free switch into Duck Trio again if he keeps the rocks up. What am I okay with going into here? I'll go Reuniclus. We take this, and we can just throw off a Shadow Ball, probably on the Greninja. Yeah, so that's going to take a bit of damage right here. Spit F drop. We do get a Spit F drop, which is cool. I'll go Keldeo right here. Actually, we know this is Protean, so it might not have Dark Pulse. Can I honestly just Mind up? Hey, we get that right. And if he doesn't have Dark Pulse, then we just win. You will die to Psyshock. That actually does way too much. So now he can maybe win with. He can't. I don't know if I don't see how he wins at this point. Especially with my Hoopa in the back, we should have this one in the bag. I don't see how we lose at all. I really don't. Especially, I don't know if U-turn from Greninja knocks us out, but he's gonna go out into Venusaur, which just gives me a recover, which is like, whatever, I'll take that. I'll go right here for a recover again. I think he had to crit that Sludge Bomb to have any sort of chance. He's just going to forfeit the match, so yeah, we're going to take that win. Let's see where that puts us. That's going to put us at 1445. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I think we only had one loss, I think, to Empo, which was a pretty close one. We might have had two, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, be sure to subscribe down below if you guys want to follow any of my other content. We have a new draft league starting up called the IBA. The week 1 match went up last week, so be sure to check that out. The team will also be down below if you guys want to try it out, and I will see you guys in the next video.